Hey guys, how's it going? It's Jake Motzinger. I wanted to finish up that story about the puppy dog clothes, so stick around and I'll tell you all about it. This is going to be a little bit of a longer video only because it's kind of a long story. But basically, I sent a customer home in a car with a borrowed car agreement, also known as the puppy dog clothes, because basically he couldn't decide on it at the moment when we were doing the paperwork, and he wanted to think about it. But I wasn't going to let him just leave. So I decided, hey, why don't you take the car overnight, see it in your driveway, let your wife take a look at it. And so he did. He took it home as a loaner. The next day, I messaged him in the morning and followed up right away with him. And I said, hey, how's it going? Did you have you how did it hit you? How did it sit with you overnight? And he said, well, I like the car, but I just did some research and I found one in a different city for $1,000 less with 10,000 less miles on it. So, and if you can meet that price that they have, then I'll go ahead and buy it. I was shocked because I've already told this gentleman that I'm at the bottom dollar. There's no more wiggle room. I'm already losing money on this vehicle. And as much as I could emphasize that I was telling the truth, because I don't have any more negotiating room. And that's why I didn't negotiate more with him while he was in person. So when he asked for another $1,000 off of what we had already discussed, I basically had to tell him, I'm sorry, sir. I really wish I could. I'm very competitive. I don't want to lose, but I can't match that price. And he said, okay, then, well, I'll have to bring it back to you then. So, I talked to my manager. I was like, is there anything we can do to incentivize this gentleman? Can we, touch up some of the scratches or do anything? And he's like, I am zeroed out. I have no room. I have nothing left. I can't do anything. It's either take it or leave it. So I was thinking, okay, well, this one's over with. I can't do anything else. The guy was going to bring it back that night. And he did. He brought it back that night. I went home. And the next day came around, and I just thought, I can't give up on this. He hasn't bought a car yet. I haven't sold the car yet, so there's still time. What can I do? Well, what I did was basically there was a new manager in. He was the general manager, not just a sales manager, a general manager. And I said, hey, could you take a look at this deal for me? And he said, yeah, okay. What do you need? And so I said, well, basically, we're losing $3,000 on this vehicle, and my guy has kind of lowballed me with another $1,000 off, and then he came back the next day with $500 off. I was just wondering, is there any way we could meet him at that and do the $500 off? I mean, we're already losing some money. And so the general sales manager took a look at it, and he weighed the fact that the car had been on the lot for almost 75 days, which it's important to move vehicles, and it starts costing more and more money the longer it's been there. So he weighed his options. He said, fine, sell it to him for, the $500 discount. And I was thinking, yes, this is it. This is what's going to make him say yes. So I sent him the text message. Congratulations. I talked to my general sales manager. I advocated and I pleaded as high up as I could go in the chain of command, and I got you your $500 discount. So when can you be up here? And the message I got was, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. But now I'm starting to think that maybe I want an SUV hybrid. What do you have in stock? So I thought, okay, well, I guess that's my fault for not, explaining the value enough in this vehicle that he would think that he's getting a great deal. And I texted him that, and I said, I'm to blame. I'm sorry. I failed you because I haven't shown you the value of this vehicle to make you think that you are actually getting a great deal in this car, because you are. You really are getting a great deal. But if you'd like to see some of the other options, I can show you those other options. So I sent him the two other options that we've got in the SUV that he was wanting, and, way different price tag. And so he sat on that for another day. So how many days is this now? First day out on the loaner, second day returned, third day thinking about something else. So the next day, the fourth day, I get a message from him, and he said, you know what? After doing all of my considerations, I think I'm going to go with the sedan that we had talked about in the first place. Yes, the puppy dog clothes worked. He had seen it enough. He had thought about it enough. I had shown him the value, I guess, and we met him at his discount price. And so guess what? He came in. He drove all the way an hour and a half back up. I did all the paperwork ahead of time for him so that it would take a short amount of time to sign him up. Got his temporary tag on there. I even got one of my guys to do some touch-up paint on one of the scratches so that it could be as good as possible without adding any extra money for him or me. And bottom line was he was super happy about it. He was really excited, and he didn't even, like, I was thinking this was really tense, doing this negotiating over the phone, me not being able to help, him having like a low, expectation of a lower price. And it was kind of like feeling like we're not agreeing here. There's a big difference here. But in the end, he was fine with it. He was thankful, and he was happy that I was the one that was helping him. And I was thankful that he had agreed to the sale. And, we got this vehicle off our lot that had been sitting there for a long time. It's good for the dealership. It's good for him. It's good for me. So the puppy dog clothes worked. It took a little time to marinate, but it happened. And I'm really excited to say that we closed that deal. And now, I've got another customer that is happy with their experience, and I know they're going to be back for services, and I'm going to ask for referrals. So just wanted to put that out there, guys. The puppy dog clothes works sometimes, and here's evidence of it. If you like this video, make sure you press like, and if you want to see more about the experiences that I've got, make sure you subscribe. Thanks.